In school, every child is given the same things to learn and their intelligence is judged by the same examination. So the process is very simple. There are subjects that are given to them to learn, or in plain words to just mug up, and then in the examination they just have to write whatever they learned or whatever they memorized about. This is a very monotonous way of judging a child's capability. There are so many different ways of actually finding out what the child is capable of. But this education system has been there for so many decades that people are just following it without even questioning whether this is the right way to actually judge or actually decide the child's future. Now, you can say there are so many other activities like, let's say, sports or extracurricular activities, or let's say dance, singing, mimicry, so many different things. But if you actually observe the education system, 80% of the time and energy goes actually into just reading those subjects, into just learning those subjects, and only 20% of them actually goes into these extracurricular activities. If a child is extremely talented in, let's say, dance, but it is just given a small amount of time during the childhood, it is, I would say, unfair to determine whether the child is a really good student. Now, if the parents are not good enough, or if they are not literate or considerate enough to understand their child and understand the process behind understanding the child's unique capabilities, the child's potential may go waste. Each and every parent should invest a time and energy, and there are certain tests into their child so that they can understand their children in a much better way. And based on their understanding, then they can decide what is the right career path or what will be the ideal future for their children. Now, let me give you a personal example. This person over here, his name is Raj. He is my nephew, and when it comes to education, honestly, he's not that good. He's not so good in, let's say, studies, or so good in, let's say, sports or anything like that. He went for even cricket, but he didn't perform good. But there is one skill which is extraordinary at. Now that is something, whenever I see him, I'm like amazed, how can someone do that? He's just 15 years old, but he is an amazing networker. He can literally talk to anyone in the world. Now, even in my position, I sometimes feel, should I go and talk to that person? What will that person feel? I have so many questions in my mind. This guy, at his age, he can just talk to anyone. And it's so amazing at that. And the best part, he has this unique ability where he can make the other person feel so comfortable. The other person will feel that they know him for such a long time. He can instantly make friends. Now that itself is a great skill to have. But the education system or the schooling system doesn't have any method or a test to find that out. Now there are tests to find out how good you are in the subject of history, the subject of geography, but how good you are in networking, nobody knows that. When I was a child, my teachers always used to tell me, this kid, he just speaks a lot. He is constantly speaking, and they used to complain to my parents, and my mom used to beat me for that. But it turned out my speaking skills, where I'm continuously connecting with someone, my friend, my colleague, it helped me in my business, where I'm able to talk to anyone, where I'm able to be a good public speaker. Now these things, from a traditional education standpoint, may not be measured in the right way, but in reality these skills are extremely useful. If you are a parent and your child is not good in studies, figure out what your child is uniquely gifted with. You, as a parent, it's your responsibility to invest the time and energy to find out what is your kid's gift is, and then use it so that they can have a great life. Remember, skills or talent that can't be taught in school can help a lot in real life to become successful.